Hey everybody, back once again with another little DVD update. I meant to do this yesterday on New Year's Eve, but I was feeling really ill and I had terrible headaches once again, so I wasn't able to do much of it. So now's my chance to sort of do it. I'm feeling much better now, by the way. So anyways, just sort of catching up on the first little things I got into most recent. So anyway, I think the oldest in this collection here is this RoboCop 3 soundtrack, which I got for a few bucks. And I know what you're thinking. I mean, yeah, some people think this is a terrible movie, and I don't blame them, but I think the one good thing I can sort of get out of it is the soundtrack, which Basil Palladores, who scored the first movie, did a really excellent job here. And yeah, although this is a more condensed version of the soundtrack. I hear there's another version out there with a more complete score, but for what this is, it's not too bad. I mean, I had a great time listening to that. And anyway, this is the new Mushroom Head, Righteous and the Butterfly. A big Mushroom Head fan, and this was just such a joy to hear and finally receive for once. That's what the inside looks like, and there's Jeffrey. And there's J-Man, his return, Mushroom Head. And anyway, it's a really long booklet. I can't really get through a lot of it at this point, but yeah, still really interesting. It's kind of interesting too that this doesn't have any lyric sheets to it. Same thing with 13 for some reason. Although those albums are really strong for me. Because granted, their other albums have lyrics for some reason. I don't know why it's so, selective that way. It must be a different label or something. I'm not sure, but it'd be nice to know what they were singing about. But still, a very strong album for me. And over here we have the Collection, sequel to the Collector, which I was not too big on, to be honest. But then I saw the second one on Netflix somewhere, and I was, really blown away by it. And also, I think a much better film than the first one, in my opinion. It's a very important scene there. I mean, when you see the movie, it's really fascinating. Etymology stuff everywhere. I love that. And this was a big surprise for me. I mean, I got this at Big Lots for I think $3. This whole series here, Kingdom Hospital, which I haven't seen much, but I had heard of. I'd seen some scenes here and there when I was, a lot younger, but didn't get a chance to watch it until now. It's a really, really just weird, kooky, but fascinating show. I mean, I really enjoy it a lot. I mean, this was, in every way a blind buy, but it was a really pleasant surprise. Really enjoy it. Highly recommend it. Although it's pretty old now, but I mean, hopefully the other Big Lots have this too. I bought this way back in, I think, September, perhaps. They had a lot of Halloween deals, so the movies there are really cheap too, and a lot of sets there I've seen are super cheap there. And this is the Zombie Horror Picture Show, which is a concert DVD. Very well shot, and it was very well done as far as concert footage goes, because I've seen all the stuff on YouTube and everything, and concerts which not too bad, but I mean, this kind of has a better quality to it, obviously. And if you're familiar with the shows and everything, this isn't anything truly new, but it's kind of nice to have, on the TV in here. So, big Rob Zombie buff. So, if you're a Rob Zombie fan, you'll love this. So, that's all there is to say about that. And that's a Blu-ray case, isn't it? Anyway, this is Scrooge, which is something I found in the $5 bin somewhere. I haven't truly seen this. I'd seen some scenes of. But I've seen it all now, and I absolutely love this movie. This is my kind of Christmas movie. It's like Christmas Carol, but with a TV executive, and how they portray death in this movie is amazing. I mean, he has a chest of souls, and he has a TV for a head. Pretty amazing stuff. And Purge Anarchy, which is one of the last of these movies I bought fairly recently. I truly enjoyed this movie much more than the first film, which I had seen, and unfortunately I wasn't truly a big fan of. But I think this got the concept far across, and you've seen me discuss this movie a lot with sort of my artwork of this guy here and his crew, and of course Emmanuel Howell, who is this guy here, which I had the joy of meeting on Facebook one time. He's really an outstanding, nice guy. And I remember watching this movie and thinking to myself, seeing this character here, it's like, I would like to know this guy. I don't know why. But I have now, and he's just, amazing person to meet. So I kind of like to ask him about this movie one day. But yeah, it's really amazing, like, action movie exploitation. I mean, yeah, I still have to say the idea is, like, really far-fetched, of course, but, I guess for a movie, it's perfect. I mean, really an improvement over the first one, and I got to see this in the theater, and it was, amazing to watch on the big screen. So, definitely check that out. I got that for $16, which I had on me, but it used to be $20, which I don't know why. I mean, this isn't even a special edition, but this is expensive for some reason. Oh well. Yeah, this was much cheaper though. I think this was like maybe $10 or $12 when I got it. This is the sequel to Dead Snow, and I was really stoked with this movie. I mean, I'm such a fan of the first one, and this one is a perfect way to cap things off, and it's really, really amazing to watch. And it's Tommy Wirkola, who did Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, which I still haven't seen, but kind of interested now. He's really worked himself up there, really, as a director. And Dead Snow 1 was kind of, a kind of straightforward Nazi zombie type movie. But in this one, a lot more happens. There's more supernatural sort of stuff. And the best thing about this special edition is that it has a little comic book inside, which is, neatly illustrated. I could say that. And not much for special features, just, some VFX effects featurettes and talking about the Dead Snow comic book and trailer, and that's pretty much it. But it's definitely a good movie. I highly recommend it. And last but not least, the Lego Movie. I mean, it's not what you think, really. I mean, yeah, I used to be into Legos when I was a kid, but I kind of sort of grew out of it. I mean, really, I only got just, a couple things here and there because for some reason they're doing more kind of different themes these days. They have, I guess Legos now have the licenses to different things like Lord of the Rings and some horror stuff, which I thought was pretty interesting. So, I mean, I think the only thing I got was a vampire Harris race car or something. And something else from this movie, I can't remember what, but anyway. This was a really big surprise. I mean, I heard everybody talking about it, saying how good it was, and I kind of wanted to see it myself. I got this for really cheap. It was like, I think, a 50% off somewhere. I think Barnes & Noble, but anyway, it was 50% off, and I had some cash on me, and so I just, got it. I mean, without any real... I think I was just bored at the time, and I just thought, hey, here's an opportunity to watch the film, finally. And I was truly surprised by it. I mean, this is a very well-done, written movie. I mean, if I say so myself, it's like a Lego version of a Terry Gilliam film. I mean, there's like this talk about this guy right here, Lord Business, is, you know, the faceless conglomerate of many Terry Gilliam films, and of course the importance of creativity and imagination had a great message to it. I mean, I sort of saw it that way with Legos as well. They're just kind of an extension of that imagination, and I heard somewhere that, you know, Lego means, I mean, it's a Danish word, I think, that means, you know, build it yourself. I could be wrong. I heard that somewhere, but that was a pretty interesting way to cap off this whole movie and the whole meaning of it. But wow, I mean, this was a big surprise. I mean, this in the wrong hands would have been a really terrible movie, but thankfully that sort of changed for once, and especially made a fan out of me. So I'm just hoping for a Lego movie too soon now. But anyway, it's enough blabbering. So anyway, thanks for going through this collection video with me, and it's kind of funny seeing all this horror stuff here and then this truly happy movie. I mean, this movie has some dark moments in it too, so it's not truly positive 100% of the way. So it kind of feels like true kids movies now. But anyway, thanks so much for going through this video with me and my blabbering. So here's where I spare you. So thank you so much for watching, and happy 2015. It's first day of January now. So anyway, take care everybody, and I'll see you later.